Well, hello there. It's John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and these are 6 groovy songs from Captain Sad and his Ship of Fools. Before we get into it, before we go on our journey, as always, the links to these 6 songs are in the comments section below this video. So, we're going to go on a journey back to 1968 for a groovy, it's not a concept album, and yet maybe it sort of kind of is-ish. And the band is the Cowsills. As you all know, the Cowsills were actually the basis for the show The Partridge Family. They had some hits with The Rain, The Park, and Other Things, and their cover of Hair, and other stuff, including a song from this album, Captain Sad and his Ship of Fools. There's a song called Indian Lake, which oddly enough the band themselves didn't like, but the dad insisted they record. So the brothers did their best to make it into something more palatable for them to perform. So as you know, it's a bunch of brothers, their youngest sister, and their mom are the Cowsills. So, we got all that? You with me? Following me here? 1968, Groovy. This is their 3rd album, by the way. So, song number 1 is in fact the title song, Captain Sad and his Ship of Fools. Written by 2 of the brothers, by the way. I'm going to say by the way a lot, because I feel like it, by the way. Isn't that lovely? So, this song sets the tone, and the tone is wonderful. Lots of harmonies, some groovy moments, switching out bits here and there. It's a song with a lot of different bits and a great feel. You can clearly hear the effect, the influence of psychedelic music on this song, on this whole album. And that's our launching point. Song number 1, Captain Sad and his Ship of Fools. Song number 2 is Who Can Teach a Songbird How to Sing? And this one was co-written by a young Graham Nash, as in Crosby, Stills, and brother Bob sings the lead vocal on this. Beautiful melodic song, very much, lyrics of the time. They are, in fact, groovy and wiggy and far out, and a beautiful, beautiful concept there. Who could teach a songbird how to sing? I don't have the answer. The answer is no one. And that's song number 2. Who could teach a songbird how to sing? You're going to love it. So we're on to song number 3, which is Newspaper Blanket. Another one written by 2 of the brothers, and another one with a solo vocal from Bob. And even though it's a solo vocal, everyone else is pitching in on harmonies. You can hear it. And by the way, with the exception of strings and horns on here, just about all the instruments are played by the brothers and sister. I don't know that the mom did anything other than sing, but they do all the playing, and they're all very gifted players. They were one gifted family. But Newspaper Blanket, a downbeat song about a homeless person. Figure it out. They're using a newspaper blanket, and still resonates today. It's one of those unfortunately timeless songs, because there's always homeless people that have to lay on a bench if they can, if they're lucky. You're lucky to lay on a bench and not have the people immediately grab you. And that is song number 3, the ever melancholy Newspaper Blanket. Song number 4 is Meet Me at the Wishing Well, which is another one written by the brothers, pretty much sung by all. Everyone gets their space within it. And it's a hopeful song about saving up your money to throw coins in the wishing well to wish for a better world. which is a lovely wish, isn't it? Don't we all want a better world? I'd settle for 1968 world. I mean, minus Vietnam, of course. But we're in a much worse place than 1968. We're in a very hateful world at the moment, unfortunately. Much more divisive. I think the difference is, as a society, I'm not going to get too, but we don't aspire the way, we're not looking for positive answers the way we were in 1968, where we're looking to find solutions to better our world. Flower children and the whole 9 yards. I'd love to go hang out with the flower children. And that's that sort of person. Lovely, lovely, loving people. A song of hope, let's call it. Song number 4, Meet Me at the Wishing Well. Song number 5 is the fantasy world of, is it Henry? Yeah. The fantasy world of Henry Faversham, which is just a straight up goofy song. Nowadays, I could see this one like being acted out by cosplayers. It's, very much a heroic fantasy of, saving the maiden and that sort of thing. And it's just unrepentant goofiness. They don't write songs like this anymore. There's not a kind of good-hearted goofiness to stuff, a wigginess, a grooviness. This song's got all of that because it's song number 5, The Fantasy World of Henry Faversham. Sorry I need the piece of paper, but some of these song titles are tongue twisters, and I'd rather get them right and hold a piece of paper than remember them off the top of my head and forget part of a title. So there you go. It's all to bring joy to you, the viewer, you, the listener. We do this for you. This is for you. That's why we're concluding with song number 6, which is Can't Measure the Cost of a Woman Lost. Fine way to end this. Brother Bill takes the lead on this one. And by the way, written by a young man named David Gates, who shortly after this would go on to superstardom as the leader of the band Bread. I didn't ever think saying the band Bread would be difficult, but it was tonight. Because I'm doing this late at night to put on my site Friday afternoon. See, it's doing it in advance. This is production talk. But it's a lovely song and an interesting lyric. Can't measure the cost of a woman lost. Ain't that the truth? So, again, the music is fine. The vocals are flawless. And that concludes our 6 groovy songs with song number 6, Can't Measure the Cost of a Woman Lost. 6 groovy songs from Captain Sad and his Ship of Fools. Now that's only half the album. I will tell you, I could have picked the other 6 songs and they're just as good. There's not a dog on here. These were the 6 I just felt went together today. It's an album, you can listen to the whole thing on YouTube. It's well worth your time. I'd highly recommend it. Get back to me what you think about this. Enjoy the grooviness and the wigginess and the hoo-hoo. Good time. And I love you all. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.